Hi, this is Suzanne from www.eft-scripts.com and I'm working on my weight. Just to report, my stomach hurt because I had a full portion at a favourite restaurant here in Cape Town, and I'd forgotten not to have a full portion, so something's going on. So I just want to tap on it. Gosh, it's amazing how the stomach actually does shrink, doesn't it? It's weird. So let's see. One thing that I wanted to work on was how I'm reacting to comments. And you may have had this yourself. Somebody who you know would make a comment that you're too thin, or you're losing weight too quickly, or which is, if you've been following these videos, you know I have not been losing weight too quickly. You know, it's impossible. And I mean, look at me. I'm not thin. I'm a UK size 14. And just about so. I'm not even comfortable or loose in that size 14 yet, and that's not even slim, you know. So, but I have had these comments, and I do wonder if my choosing to have a full portion today has something to do with it. It could well be. The reason why I say this is that normally I ask them to give me less rice. It's a really nice chicken tikka with rice. But I normally ask them for just 1 spoon of rice. And today I didn't forget. I just chose not to ask them for just 1 spoon of rice. Completely forgot that it's just too much. And then I ate the whole lot, and then I thought, oh, it's a bit much. Okay, I didn't have any pudding, I didn't have any sugary drinks like some people do, that's fine. That's not the point. The point is, it seems to be like I'm kind of slipping, and I wonder if it's got something to do with those comments that I've had. And although logically I know that sometimes people feel threatened if you've lost weight and they haven't, or if you've achieved something and they haven't, or whatever it is. You know, very well-meaning people can make these comments, but still, it's the energy, that is the energy disruption that's in my body that I want to tap on. And on a scale from 10 to 0, where 10 is the worst I feel about it. No, I'm not going to measure it this way. I'm going to measure it in this way. A scale from 10 to 0, where 10 is, I've got to eat to help this person feel better, and not jealous or threatened or whatever. And 0 is, no, I'm not going to do that. As I say 0, it's like, oh, I can't hurt people, I can't do this. So it feels, on a scale from 10 to 0, it feels kind of like an 8. Wow. So let's tap on that. If you have a similar issue, I'm sure anybody who's losing weight over a period of time would come across that. Maybe you want to tap along with me, bearing in mind the provisos in the blurb. I'm going to use the sore spot. The sore spot, by the way, if you go kind of like this, 3 fat fingers and 3 fat fingers across, and I'm sorry if this offends anyone, if it does, tap on it, and then rub. Yeah, that's it. Ooh, goodness. Even though I don't like hurting people, I deeply love and accept myself. Even though I've had these comments and I don't want people to feel less than me, as ridiculous as that logically seems, it's how I emotionally feel and I accept myself anyway. Even though I've had these comments, and therefore I must eat and eat and eat and eat so that. And this isn't another interesting thing. I was at the gym and I came out an hour earlier than planned. Now what does that tell you? Even though I must put on weight to please some people, I deeply love and accept myself. Even though I must put on weight to please some people, I deeply love and accept myself. Even though my weight loss could upset people who care for me, I deeply love and accept myself. My weight loss could upset people that I care for. My weight loss can upset people that I care for. My weight loss can upset people that I care for. It can upset people that I care for. I want to overeat and under-exercise to please certain people. Part of me says it's not fair on them. Is that weird? Because it's totally fair. It's their journey. And I shouldn't stoop to their level. I should try to bring them up to my level or just ignore it. But wow, is that a strong effect to actually do that, what I did today. And again, I notice I go bright red when I go here sometimes. And I don't normally do this when I'm tapping completely on my own. When I'm tapping completely on my own, it's really gentle. And when I tap with many clients, it's really gentle as well. So I don't know. Okay, and under the arm. I want to be on the same level with those people. This is below the nipple. If you don't know, the below the nipple point is kind of like, I'm trying to show it to you, and hopefully you can see it. It does it for me. It doesn't do it for a lot of you, but it does it for me, that's why I tap it. I'm going to do the 9 gamut because this feels like a really big one. If you don't know the 9 gamut, then just follow along as best as you can, or look up one of my earlier videos, you'll see it there. Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mm-hmm. The 9 gamut really does do it for me. Okay. Gosh. I'm going to close my eyes and imagine those comments and then see how much I want to overeat and under-exercise. Ooh, one particular one spiked. It's a 4 trying to push to a 5, but it can't make a 5. Okay. Even though I feel sorry for people who have less advantage than me, I deeply love and accept myself. Even though others are not at the advantage that I have, by golly, I've worked hard to get those advantages. I've worked really hard. I've worked really hard to get there. I've worked so hard to get to this stage of health. I've worked so very hard. I deserve to have those advantages, and I shouldn't really give a bing whether I have an advantage over them or not. It really shouldn't matter. They chose not to have an advantage. They chose to let themselves go, and it's just, I shouldn't really give a ping about that, but I do. I deeply love and accept myself, even though they're at a disadvantage. And logically, I know that's their choice. And logically, I know that's their journey. But emotionally, I want to take away my advantages so that they can feel better. I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though this is completely crazy, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. And by the way, this is personal to other people, and I don't want to identify other people, so I'm not being very specific. But if you're tapping for a specific event, what I suggest that you do is that you do what I'm doing right now, even though I'm not telling you about it. I am kind of telling you about it. I'm imagining a scene. There's but one particular scene. It's like one snapshot of that scene is in my mind. And as soon as I saw that in my mind's eye, I went up to a 4 or a 5. And that's what I'm tapping on. This snapshot. Disadvantaged person. Doesn't have my advantages. By golly, I've worked hard for those advantages. I have worked very hard for those advantages. Those of you who don't know me, I basically just picked myself up from near death and gave myself a life of health through sheer hard work, learning, lots of money, which I had to work for, lots of investment, lots of everything. And the people that I'm thinking of hasn't done the same. And why should I feel sorry for them? I shouldn't. I really shouldn't. They chose not to work so hard. I was at a huge disadvantage with severe illness and a lot of problems that came with it. And I've picked myself up from the depths of despair and the most terrible things. And that's why I have advantages now. Because I've worked at it. I've worked at it so hard. And I deserve those advantages, and I don't need to give them away to anyone. Yeah, I deserve those advantages. I don't need to give them away to anyone. That particular scene, if I close my eyes now, look at that scene, it's a 3 going on to 2. So let's do the 9 gamut on it, see if anything happens. I'm going to do the eye thing again, as I think of the scene. Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mm-hmm. This scene. I deserve my advantages. I don't need to give them away, not to anyone, no matter what. I deserve those advantages. Those advantages are mine. I deserve them. Half. I deserve those advantages. Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I should do. They're my advantages. I'm not giving them away. They're all mine. It's a 0. I feel... I'm trying not to cry because I've got mascara on. I feel like a big load has been taken off me. I feel amazing. Why do I bother with mascara when I do EFT? Thank you so much for watching. It's been a lovely release. And if somebody's trying to bring you down, you're trying to lose weight, I hope this has helped you too. Thank you so much. It's Suzanne from, well, you've got the blurb out there. Okay, bye-bye now.